Hello, everyone. My name is Rudy Clay Jr., and welcome to the X39 Stem Cell Activation Overview. First, I would like to ask you to keep an open mind, because your mind is like a parachute. It works best when it's open. So today, I want you to start thinking differently. I'm going to start with a simple question. Have you been patched yet? Not medicated, not supplemented, not injected, patched. Because what you're about to see right now is a new, completely different category of wellness never seen before until now. This is the world's only wearable technology designed to elevate, activate, and regenerate your whole body using light instead of chemistry. So today, you're about to see something amazing. It's not a supplement, not a drug, not a surgery, not even something that enters your body. We're talking phototherapy. Did you know that we're beings of light? Did you know that as soon as the sperm penetrates the female egg, a burst of light occurs? That's who you are. See, I can put you in the middle of a forest at midnight using infrared goggles. You'd instantly be visible. You'll be radiating heat, which is a form of light. In total darkness, you will light up. But here's something that most people do not know. Did you know that the light controls your biology just as much as nutrition? Wow. Think about it. Sunlight, it regulates everything. The mitochondria, it produces vitamin D in your body. It stabilizes your hormones and cell activity and circadian rhythm and all that. Well, the X39 patch uses your own body's heat to create a precise light pattern which activates your own dormant stem cells. What an incredible technology. Just imagine a quarter-sized patch designed to naturally awaken the repair system that already exists inside you. That's genius. So let's take a moment to watch a video, and it will go into more details. It's about 45 minutes long. No, just kidding. It's only a few minutes long. But pay close attention, and then I'll come back and share why we are so excited about this new technological breakthrough in health and wellness.
We all hope to age gracefully so we can enjoy our later years full of energy, vitality, and good health. But so often, with age, our bodies start to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy, skin, healing and recovery time, sleep, it all just seems to go downhill. Unless you're using LifeWave. Since 2004, LifeWave has been delivering its amazing life-enhancing technology to people across the world, always helping the body do what it was designed to do, only better. And as it turns out, the best was yet to come. David Schmidt, our founder, creative force, and world-class inventor behind LifeWave technology, has recently achieved something in the field of regenerative science with a single LifeWave patch that researchers worldwide, spending years and billions of dollars, could not. Introducing LifeWave X39. The world's first product ever to activate stem cells. A true breakthrough in regenerative science that helps restore our bodies to a healthier, more youthful state in a way no other product can. The secret? By harnessing the power of LifeWave's patented phototherapy, X39 uses light to elevate a peptide proven to signal the activation of stem cells. Think about it. These are the cells that generate and regenerate all the cells and structures of the human body. They're the building blocks for our organs, tissues, blood, and immune system. They also serve as an internal repair system, everywhere. But as we age, stem cells become less effective. Their ability to repair damaged tissue is reduced. In fact, by age 60, they've slowed dramatically. But all that changes when just one LifeWave X39 patch is placed anywhere on the body each day. Instead of older and less effective stem cells, X39 supports the production of younger and healthier stem cells. This amazing level of control over your vitality and well-being was simply not possible, let alone this easy, until now. And the best part? Like all LifeWave patches, X39 is safe, non-invasive, and incredibly cost-effective. Look what people are saying about LifeWave X39. Backed by clinical studies, multiple patents, and 20 years of development, any one of these benefits would be impressive. But X39 is so effective, it can influence everything about your body: how you look, feel, perform, and heal. It's time you experience the power of X39. Live long, live well, live younger. Experience the power of LifeWave today.
Wow, that was great. But before we talk about the X39 patch, we need to talk about the inventor. Dave Schmidt, he's a great scientist and inventor who specializes in age-reversing technologies. He has over 200 patents. And back in 2008, he shifted his entire focus to stem cell research, and the X39 stem cell activation patch was born. Though it took over 10 years and millions of dollars to bring to the marketplace. So this isn't some trendy little gadget. This is over a decade of biomedical engineering condensed into something natural and wearable. That's amazing. So now let's look at the patent. This is not a Me Too product that everyone has. No. It's a patented new technology that's never been seen or heard of before. It's proprietary. It's a guarded secret formula of certain organic nanocrystals that reflect light in a certain way. Now let me ask you a question. What are you interested in? The results or the ingredients? Have you ever taken Tylenol or an aspirin for pain? Or cough syrup to stop coughing? Do you know exactly what's in it? No. Why? Because when it comes to health issues, we don't buy ingredients. We all want results for relief. We all buy results, right? We don't even know the ingredients of a hot dog before eating it, right? So this is a new proprietary phototherapy stem cell activation patch that works with natural ingredients. Even the patent states that the X39 produces beneficial effects in your body, such as activation of stem cells, improved strength, improved stamina, and pain relief, all via a non-transdermal container, meaning without anything ever entering your body or your bloodstream. There's no drugs, no injections, no stimulants. This is huge. So why stem cell activation, you might ask? Because today many mothers are asked after childbirth, would you like to freeze the placenta? Because it contains stem cells that could potentially be used later if serious health issues arise. The reason that this question even exists is simple. Stem cells help the body repair itself. Period. Did you know that the stem cells exist in every organ of your body? Your body is constantly repairing everything using your stem cells. It's nature's repair system. That's why the elite athletes pursue stem cell procedures when injured. Now, some treatments I've heard costing hundreds of thousands. As a matter of fact, I heard the late Kobe Bryant spent $500,000 for stem cell shots to his knees. Why? Because he understood how stem cell regeneration worked. But there are some drawbacks, some real drawbacks though. Number one, the injection procedures are extremely expensive, and 30% of the time they don't even work. Did you know some procedures involve injecting cells that aren't your own? People have discovered that they were receiving animal stem cells. Wow. How many of us would like the idea of a foreign animal stem cells being injected into your body? Not me. Some people even traveled abroad to save money on unregulated procedures. Unfortunately, few of them ended tragically. Which raises a bigger question. What if instead of a potentially dangerous and invasive high-cost procedures, there was a simpler solution, something non-invasive that you could just peel and stick to reset your whole body? Simple, right? So here's the key point to understand. Your stem cells age just like the rest of your body. They become less active and even go dormant over time. Around age 30, roughly half of your stem cells are still active. By the age of 60, that number drops to about 10%. So when your stem cell activity declines, your body's ability to repair and regenerate itself slows down as well. Aging has become linked to the reduction of stem cell activity throughout the whole body. Do you remember when we were young, this repair activity was very strong? Remember the snag a tooth that grew back as a child? That's when the stem cells are working at their best. But with age, they become increasingly dormant and weaker. They go to sleep on you. But the X39 patch is designed to reactivate those stem cells that's already inside you to make them strong again and produce more new ones, which means there is no more need to freeze the placenta for expensive injections in the future. Now, how does this X39 patch work? Again, it's a proprietary form of phototherapy. It's patented organic nano-sized crystals that has no drugs, no chemicals, and no stimulants in it. It reflects light to activate. It's non-transdermal. Nothing is going into the skin or into the bloodstream. It's just a great natural way of helping your body repair itself. So now let's look at the benefits. The benefits are huge. When your stem cell activity improves, your whole body improves and begins correcting itself. People commonly report an increased strength, mental clarity, reduced inflammation, better sleep, improvement in stamina. And this is why we call it optimal health, where physical, mental, and social well-being improve all together. Now let's get some science into this thing. This is a brain topography. These findings are based on objective clinical measurements and not subjective feelings or opinions, okay? This is a 77-year-old woman who applied the patch to her neck and underwent a series of brain mapping sessions. Now you can see in session 1 there was a significant inflammation. See in the red and poor brain coherence. Basically, she was mentally in bad shape. But after 3 weeks, there was a noticeable improvement. No more red or inflammation, and her brain coherence improvement was very noticeable. And then on the third session, after 6 weeks, a complete turnaround, ladies and gentlemen, showing a full reversal of her initial patterns. This is a game changer. For those who are suffering or know a loved one or a friend who are suffering from dementia or Alzheimer's, share this with them. Documentation beats conversation. This scan shows a clear shift and improvement of a more balanced brain function. So, what are the long-term results? Well, within just a few days, over 4,000 genes began resetting. Can you imagine a single glass of red wine affects only 2 genes for those who drink wine? You would have to have at least 75 gallons of wine to match what the X39 patch does. Also, the brain becomes balanced. Collagen increases for the women who have wrinkles. The heart reverses in age by years in a matter of months. This is not some anti-aging gimmick. This is truly an age-reversing technology. So why is this so different from anything else we've ever seen? It's because with this new technological breakthrough, nothing enters your bloodstream. There's no digestion required. There's no liver processing required and no stomach irritation. Your body remains in control. The X39 does not override your body with chemistry. It assists your body's repair system naturally. So let's move on. I thought this was one of the greatest things. Here's the award. This stem cell technology just didn't impress the hundreds of thousands of users. It impressed the entire global biotech stem cell industry. We won the 2025 Stem Cell Innovation of the Year Biotech Breakthrough Award. After thousands of companies in the stem cell arena were evaluated in 15 countries worldwide, and the mission of the annual Breakthrough Award program was to conduct the stem cell industry's most comprehensive analysis globally. They chose LifeWave. This is very significant because it means that we are leading the charge worldwide with something no one else has, which sets us apart. Think about this. No one else can produce this X39 stem cell activation patch, So this innovation represents a major leap forward that's never been seen. We're offering a powerful drug-free technology that has the potential to reshape the entire global health and wellness landscape. So how do you wear it? Well, it's simple. Wear it for 12 hours so your body can elevate and activate and regenerate. Then you remove it for 12 hours so your body can rest, repair, and rejuvenate, okay? You put it on in the morning, preferably in the morning, and then you take it off at night when you go to bed. Now, there's one important thing, though, for best results. Now, I like to say one patch a day may keep the doctor away. But for best results, wear it in the daytime when you're drinking water. It is so crucial to be hydrated. Drink only good water, though, not tap water. You want it with spring water, coconut water, hydrogen water, alkaline water, as long as it's good quality water to hydrate you. Now let's look at some of the testimonies. At this point, people don't just notice little improvements. They experience amazing results. And this is the only thing that we're truly interested in, right? Is the results, right? So we're getting reports of people's energy returning, mobility is improved, daily function improving, which is why these testimonies are so emotional. But I'm going to show you a short clip of a testimony from a pastor whose life was restored and a few others. Okay, enjoy.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I'm going to cut this pretty quickly because I respect your time. But long story short, I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure, and it was not good. I didn't have any energy. I was arguing with God. I was tired all the time. I'd take my kids to the bus stop at 6 in the morning, come back home, have to get into bed and lay down. My wife was wondering what was going on with me. It was just a terrible struggle. After my argument with God one day, the next day in the mail, I got these patches. And my good friend Lester Berry sent them to me, but he only sent me 3. And so I tried those 3, and quite frankly, I didn't feel anything. Nothing happened. But I thank God that I was persistent in getting on these calls and listening to testimony after testimony after testimony. And I realized that all these people cannot be lying. So I decided to come on board. I ordered the top package. I got all these packages in the mail, and I started wearing the patch. They said in 6 months, your heart begins to reverse in age. I was pretty desperate. So I gave it a try. February 1st, I started. And I'll tell you, it took about 3 weeks for my body to begin to respond. So everybody's body is a black box. You respond differently. There's 2 flights of stairs going up to my office, and I would get to the top and I'd be out of breath. And then one day I noticed I went up these 2 flights of stairs and I wasn't breathing hard. I went back down, came back up, went back down, came back up, 6 flights of stairs. And I realized something is going on. I feel better. So I called my cardiologist in October and I said, hey, I need my heart retested. I think I'm better. So they were so booked up, they couldn't get me in until January of this year. So I went in, they tested my heart. They told me they'd call me. They told me they posted online the results. I said, fine. I went to my office. I was meeting with clients online, and I noticed my phone kept ringing, and I looked down. It was Overlay Cardiology. So now I'm nervous, like, what is wrong? Why are they blowing my phone up? So I hurried up off my calls. I called the cardiologist. The assistant answered. She said, we want to talk to you about your results. And I was like, listen, I'm not being mean, but you need to cut to the chase. What's going on? I mean, am I dying? Is something wrong? And she said, no. And then she told me something that really rocked my world. She said, your heart is back to normal. And so I praised God. I hollered, screamed, picked back up the phone. She was like, hello. And I said, I just knew my heart was better, but I needed proof. She began to read my file to me, which I didn't know. The cardiologist never told me. She said, I see in the notes that you're on medication, and with medication, your heart should get better, but it'll never be back to normal. And I see in the notes the cardiologist said, with blood thinners, heart medications, and so forth, we should be able to extend this life for 5 years. That really floored me. Excuse me. Okay, so long story short, my ejection fraction rate was 17. I didn't even know what that meant. I Googled it. As I'm talking to her, the screen came up and said, you are a heart transplant candidate. That floored me. So My heart is now back above normal. And I praise God for his healing. I thank God for Lester for sending me the patch. I got a lot of good friends on the call today. It means a lot to me because it saved my life. I'm able to see my kids grow up. So I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to tell you what it did for me. If you have someone you care about, someone you love, share it. Tell them about it. This technology is unlike anything in the world, and it allows your body to naturally heal itself. And so, again, I thank God. I thank God for all of you on the call tonight. And let's just do this. You know, people that are hurting, you know, people that are sick, you know, people in pain. Just tell them about it. It's all you have to do. And let your body, the way God naturally designed it to flow at a certain frequency that he designs, get back in phase and begin to heal itself.
So we'll go to Sam Smith.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. We got you, partner. Go ahead.
All right, great. Well, hey, I first took a look at this primarily because of my wife. My wife suffered from early onset Parkinson's disease, and it's very difficult for her to move at any time. But the reason why, I mean, that reason alone was enough for me to take a look at. But I also had to be the first person to test it out because my wife is very skeptical. But after utilizing the patch, my knees that I blew out playing college basketball does not bother me right now. I even have opportunity to play ball with my son, who's 14, who's playing high school basketball. So it really helped me tremendously. And as a result, my wife uses the patch now, and she can move more freely. In fact, one time we went to the DMV, and during that time, she was standing up for like 30 to 45 minutes waiting with our son, talking. That's something that she never does, right? She could probably stand up 10 minutes at a time. But now she was able to stand up for like 30 minutes talking and just having a good time. But then also, as a result, she was walking to the station without any help or support. And then when she had to go take the picture, we had to take the picture for our son. Our son had to go take the picture, of course. She walked over across that office without any issues, no problems whatsoever. It really surprised our son because he's like, Dad, Mom is walking with no issues, no problem. That made him happy. It definitely made me happy. And, as a result, now she's taking a deep dive into LifeWave as far as looking at the case studies. And she's also telling me, well, the longer and more consistent that I wear this patch, the better it would actually help me and my body. So I'm really excited about what this is going to do, and looking forward to what's going to happen over the next 12 to 24 months with my wife as a result of utilizing this patch.
Awesome, partner. Appreciate you as well. We got a young lady on the line. I hope she can give her testimonial because it kind of blew us away on there listening. Mrs. Cherie Blango. I would love for her, if she's still in position, to be able to share her testimonial. And then we're going to open it up. And for any of you who also have testimonials, we'd love to be able to hear from you as well. So go ahead, Cherie. We got you on the line. We'd love to be able to hear from you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Oliver. Can you hear me? I am driving.
We can.
Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, at the time, my Achilles, I had overextended my Achilles, and at the time, it was 2 weeks that I have been limping and icing it and putting heat on it, doing that every day just to get through the days. And on September the 10th, I got my patches. I put a patch on that day, and I felt a little something. But by the third day, I had very little pain. By the fourth day, no pain and no limping. I was sold at that point. Now, I shared some of my patches with a childhood friend of mine, and I went to see her that Saturday. And when I walked in, she was leaning over. I mean, leaning over like an old lady. And I was like, hey, is your back have you hurting like leaning like that? She goes, yes, my back has been bothering me for so long. And she just didn't know what was going on. So as we were talking, she put on a patch. She said, I'm gonna go ahead and put one on right now. And she did. And we were standing there and talking. Within 5 minutes, she said, oh my God. And she stood up. And when she said, oh my God, I'm like, what? She said, this is really working. I'm feeling warmth. And at that point, now haven't heard anybody say they felt warmth. I didn't feel any warmth. So I'm wondering whether the patches, she's having an allergic reaction or something. And she goes, I can stand up straight. She stood up straight. And now I'm watching this. If I knew that this would happen like this, I would have recorded her walking, but I had no idea. She stood up straight. And then we were just talking, maybe about 10 minutes passed, and then we moved outside because I was getting ready to leave. And I'm sitting in my vehicle and she's standing there talking and she goes, oh my God. I'm like, what's the matter? She says, by this time, I would have had to ask you, let me lean against your door or let me get in and sit because I have not been able to stand this long for a very long time. Ladies and gentlemen, seeing that with my own eyes and how quick, like the gentleman just said, it may not work that fast for everybody, but to see it work in less than 30 minutes, to have someone stand up straight, and she's continuously seeing improvements. Now, she walked with a rollator during the nighttime, because everybody knows once you lay down, your body kind of settles, but when you get up, you got to kind of crank it up and get going. Well, she used a rollator. But anyway, she would have, when she got up at night, she would have to use her rollator. She said if she didn't, she could end up on the floor. The very night that she used them, she did not have to use her rollator. She said she got up and moved around like there was nothing ever wrong. She has not used her rollator since. So ladies and gentlemen, as the kids like to say, this is for real, for real. Thank you for your time.
Awesome, awesome. We definitely appreciate it. And let's go to Howard right quick. I see Howard.
Mr. Chris Oliver, I'd like to thank you so much for allowing me to share my testimony. And I also would like to thank Reverend Lawrence Willis for sharing this because it's really changed my life at this point. Back in March, I spent about a week and a half in the hospital because my blood sugars were over 800 and I couldn't even tell. But the hospital, they recognized that and put me in the hospital for about a week and a half. I got my blood sugars under control to the point where I could be discharged from the hospital. Now, for anybody knowing, type 1 diabetics, sometimes blood sugars are not pretty stable because we don't make insulin. So I came back to my community, and Reverend Willis introduced me to this technology by saying, put this patch on the back of your neck. And I put it on, and within about a day, my blood sugars were level. And that went on for just 12 hours straight, where I didn't have any spikes whatsoever. And I'm having lots of energy. My strength has returned, and I've had really no issues. So I don't know what this patch is doing, but I know one thing: being a diabetic, this is the first time since 1991, when I first was diagnosed, that I've had steady blood sugars. I've also been putting this patch on my dad, who has dementia. And for the last, I would say, a year, he did not say a word. All he did was sleep. Since I've been putting the patch on him for the last month, he has been speaking and he has been engaging. He has been more alert. And all I can say is that this is unbelievable and it's good. And what else can I say but thank you?
Wow, outstanding, partner. Well, we definitely appreciate you as well. And we're going to go to Rudy Clay Jr.
Oh, hey, this is Rudy Clay Jr. out of Gary, Indiana, and I have a testimony.
Go ahead, partner.
I'm with my mom, and boy, my mom was just dancing around the day, just hopping up and down. So I have a testimony. I have a testimony. And I'm so happy. What it's done for me, though, with my kidney stone pain and kidney stones, it alleviated the pain and alleviated the stones where I felt them come out not like razor blades, but like jelly. It just was amazing to me. And now that's a non-issue, you know. And my mom, she has a testimony. I'm on speakerphone. I would like for her to share as well. And she's in her 80s.
Hi, I'm Rudy's mom. I'm 85 years old. Young, as he says, and I considered myself in good health. However, I had some issues that I was addressing with medication. Went to the doctor yesterday. Today, I pulled up my chart after using this patch. Now, I've been on it about 2 months now. But I went to the doctor, and when I pulled up my report, and when I was there, everything was normal. He couldn't hear if my lungs were in good shape.
Wow.
No murmur
In the heart.
whatsoever. And the list goes on. And today I was a happy warrior.
Clean bill.
Now, I didn't realize these things were happening to me. I would feel some stuff in my lungs. You know, I didn't know what was going on. You know, I would feel that.
Feeling.
But when I went to the doctor yesterday, thank God, those patches work.
Wow.
And take it from me, because you know, at 85 years of age, you do have issues. And my report is as clean as a whistle.
Amen.
So I say, thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God. That's our testimony.
Man, that
praise
is
God.
powerful. I've been knowing Rudy Clay Jr. forever, and I've been hearing about your mom all this time. And man, when we really realized
Incredibly moving testimonies. Well, we have thousands of testimonies like these, and they come from all backgrounds, different ages, different conditions, different health challenges. But the one common factor isn't the people. It's the X39 stem cell activation patch. So if you want to review the studies, the case data, the doctor's panel, the clinical trials, you can see it all here. Go to thisitsitinfo.com, watch the short videos, listen to the doctors, and get all the details here, okay? Now, I want to ask you a simple question again. Have you been patched? Because this isn't about adding something to your body. It's about reactivating what your body already knows how to do. So here's the question. If your body already contains stem cells capable of repair, and if aging is largely about dormant stem cells, and if there's a patented, award-winning technology designed to activate them safely and non-invasively to reset your whole body naturally, why wait? You don't have to change your diet. You don't have to change your routine. You don't have to inject anything. You don't have to swallow or stimulate anything. This technology is so simple. You just peel and stick on. The only difference between you staying where you are and activating what's possible could be one small X39 patch. So don't overthink it. Try the Miracle X39 stem cell activation patches consistently for 30 days. Give your body at least 30 days to respond, okay? They come with a 30-day money-back guarantee anyway. We always stand behind this amazing technology. So, you ready to get some patches? Reach back out to the person who invited you to this overview and let them know you're ready to get you some patches. Also, if you're interested in sharing the good news of health with others, ask about the affiliate program and how that works, and they'll get you all the details, okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for allowing me to share this amazing new technology. This concludes the X39 overview. Have a great day and be incredible.